Final Destination movie review for you today. Today I'm going to be reviewing the fourth Final Destination movie, The Final Destination, or as it's also known as, Final Destination 4. I think for the sake of this video, I'm just going to call it Final Destination 4. In fact, that might be what I changed the title to. So, Final Destination 4, released in 2009, directed by David R. Ellis, and the film stars Bobby Campo, Chanel Van Stein, and Miki Williamson. I apologize if I butchered those names. The basic plot of Final Destination 4 is we basically follow a group of people who escape a deadly car race crash, or they escape an accident during a car race of some sort, and basically death is hunting them down one by one, and that's the plot of Final Destination 4. What else needs to be said about the plot? That's the plot of Final Destination 4. Okay. Final Destination 4. This is a really bad movie. Final Destination 4 is just a mess. And it doesn't help the fact that Final Destination 4 was released in 3D, as well as Final Destination 5 was released in 3D. I don't know why they chose to release this movie in 3D. I'll get to the 3D later on in the review. But Final Destination 4, or The Final Destination, whatever you want to call it, is it's just a mess. There are some parts of Final Destination 4 that I do like. I do think the beginning of the movie, the premonition, is good. I like the premonition. I think the bridge premonition in the next one, Final Destination 5, is my favorite premonition of the series. And I'm really looking forward to see what the premonition of Final Destination Bloodlines is going to be, or Final Destination 6. So I like the premonition in this movie. I think the deaths in this movie are pretty cool. I don't remember all of them, but the ones I do remember are great. The mom with the two kids that gets a rock flown into her eye. That's pretty good. What else is there? There's the movie theater kill. There's the movie theater scene. Of course, that's in 3D. I think there's one with an escalator, if I remember correctly. That's pretty much all I know. Let's see. I think the cast of this movie is good. You've got Bobby Campo as Nick O'Brien, Nick O'Bannon. He's good. I like him. The actress that plays Lori is good. I'm not going to try to pronounce her last name, but she's good. Hayley Webb as Janet Cunningham. She's good. Cunningham. She's good. The other cast members are good. that's pretty much it. um, uh, uh, um, that's pretty much all the positives I have with the movie. Um, the negatives I have with the film is the 3D. The 3D is terrible. The 3D is god awful in this movie. It looks terrible. It looks bad. Some of the shots that use 3D are bad. This movie shouldn't have been made in 3D. Kind of like how Final Destination 5 shouldn't have been released in 3D, but they made it in 3D. So, um, sorry, I had a hair on my thing. Um, yeah. So, um, anyway, I don't think the direction of the film is great. Um, so I don't know. I don't know. Um, um, so yeah, the Final Destination 4, or the Final Destination, whatever you want to call it. It's just a mess. It's a messy movie, and it shouldn't have been made. Really, they should have just stuck with 3 Final Destination movies. I do understand that if they didn't make a Final Destination 4, we wouldn't have gotten Final Destination 5 and then Final Destination 6. Um, I don't know. I just don't know. So, so on a scale of 1 to 4 stars, I'm gonna give Final Destination 4, or the Final Destination, a 1.5 out of 4 stars. 1.5 out of 4 stars for Final Destination 4. And that's my view of Final Destination 4, or The Final Destination. They really should have just called this movie Final Destination 4 instead of calling it The Final Destination. But anyway. But, yeah, that's my view of The Final Destination, or like I said, Final Destination 4. And so next time on Final Destination movie review, I will be back talking about the 5th Final Destination movie, Final Destination 5. And I will just warn you right away, that review is not going to be good. But you'll see that when I review it. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. This is Dawson. Don't forget to subscribe down below. And I'll see you next time with another movie review. Bye.